coffee got cold. Oh well. It's still coffee, right? Interesting. It's still coffee, right? It still has the same effect, but it's not what we expect. And this is what we're going to talk about. Wow. Okay. I was like, no, we are, whatever we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about. It's still coffee. It still has the same effect. It just doesn't have the same warm, fuzzy feeling, right? But it still has the same effect. Okay, good morning, everybody. Rocking my grandma cup this morning. Rocking my grandma cup. You know, when you become a grandma, it was rough. It wasn't rough. No, wait. No, let me change that. It was not rough. I couldn't wait to become a grandma. Couldn't wait to become a grandma. And we were swearing our kids were never gonna go through with that. We're like, oh my God, you guys are killing us. Somebody have a child so we can go shopping. Okay. It's you're dead. The students are too. So, you know, it is, we couldn't wait for Glenn and Ashley to have a child, and Richie will do his in his own time. But they are such a blessing, and having a brand new grandchild in a pandemic is really hard because they're in Ohio and we're absolutely terrified to take anything home to them. This is why we've only been up a couple times to see them. And, with Sam in Maryland at the moment, when he comes home, we're going to go see them. But let me tell you what a blessing having that grandchild is. Our kids are wonderful. We love them unconditionally, right? We would do anything for them. But boy, when that grandbaby comes along, I don't know if it's because you come at a different time in life, and you're a little bit more easygoing, unless I'm yelling at the dogs. But boy, I'll tell you what. You're a grandma of 7. We only have the one, and he is just precious. And before he was born, it's a big decision what you're going to be called, right? Right. It shouldn't seem like it. And I bet grandparents before never really thought about it. But I mean, what do you want to be Mima? Do you want to be Nana? Do you want to be Grandma? Do you want to be, what do you want to be? And I decided I am whatever that child needs to be. And I'm going to have purple hair doing it. And I hope that that's acceptable for him, because although we have a grandchild, I don't feel that old. How many of us have moved through life and don't have that feeling of age? We remain young in our minds, and life changes. Our coffee gets cold. This is the strangest conversation this morning. Our coffee gets cold. You want to be Mima? Yeah. I don't care. Whatever he says first is what's perfect, right? And whatever he says is perfect. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. And he's the cutest little guy. He's the cutest little guy. I haven't been sharing very, very many videos. But matter of fact, I haven't shared any off of their page, I don't think, but I will share one today, because he is sporting around that house like he owns it, and just giggling all the time. He's such a happy baby. They're great parents, and I'm just so pleased to have him in our life. I can't wait to go home, spend the summer there, here and there. We're going to be back and forth, because Grandma's going riding. We are getting on that horse, man. His mom is probably going to be just delirious with fear. But I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, we're going riding. We're going riding. I can't wait. We saved Clem. We kept Clem all these years just for a grandbaby. Clem Clididdlehopper, that's his name. It's not his registered name, but it's what he is. So, good morning, everybody. It is in bulk. So if you follow pagan traditions, Sir Henry, right? Sir Henry is the perfect little knight. He's adorable. He's adorable, I tell you. So we had a really interesting class last night. So if you guys didn't make it, right? Nothing like baby giggles to lift the spirit and puppy breath, right? Those things. I don't know. There's something about that when you're there and a horse is born. That's something too. There's something there too. So we had a really interesting class last night. It was on access bars. I didn't teach it. I didn't teach it. It was really, really fun. And it was within the membership. And so one of our classes, we talked about it last night after the class was over. One of our, excuse me, one of our, oh my, one of our classes each month is going to be on something that one of our members knows, because just because they're members of something else doesn't mean they don't have a speciality, right? So we are going to Dana Marie, we will all be sending you wonderful energy. Everybody check your feed to the right, and Dana Marie, reader post, send her some love and light. Yeah, absolutely. So last night we were talking about access bars. She did a fantastic class. She put makeup on for it, which was so funny because I got it. I'm like, you really dialed up. Kind of cute. I got the vapors. Lordy Lord, I do declare. No, the vapors is actually, passing gas, though. I don't have the vapors, but those would be vapors, right? Mm. At least I think so. So this is the way we're going to do this. Once a month, we will have somebody come on and talk about their speciality, something they're very well versed in. It was a lot of fun to sit there and have somebody talking. And the way I'm going to do it, though, is it needs to be very structured, because it can get overwhelming if you're not used to going out and talking to other people about some of the things that you do, if you're not used to doing any kind of speaking, things like that. I don't want anybody to get overwhelmed, so I will be moderating those, and questions will come through me for the first 45 minutes of the class, and then the last 15 minutes people can ask questions personally. If that instructor chooses that is all up to the person that is the guest instructor. Now, what does this do within the membership? It allows a network of people, right? Because that's what we're really working on right now. Behind the scenes, you don't see me doing this, but behind the scenes, I have stopped doing readings. I've stopped doing healing sessions. I believe Sam's going to start doing healing sessions, but we're trying to build a network of people that intuitives can go in and get to know, instead of just going through the list and going, I think I'll go with that person. We're trying to build a list of people that are comfortable working with other people. And we have a lot of professionals within the membership. So we're going to start once a month. There's going to be a class done by a student not a student, but a member that knows their stuff, and they can pass on their information. So we're really excited about that. Because class was a lot of fun last night, and I come away learning a lot. I had no idea what access bars was. If I was going to do a class on access bars, I would have had to research it and not even been able to scratch the surface on what she knew. So yay, right? So that's going to be one of our monthly classes from now on. And I do have a post on the private membership, you guys. If you guys want to get involved in that, you need to go over to the private membership. If you're not a part of the membership, go to mymysticallife.com and hit members, you guys. This is like an excellent way to spend 11/11 if you're looking to build a community, be in a community. Wonderful. Okay. Me and my cold coffee. I've already done my TikTok for the morning. They had this really cool thing with sacred geometry. I was like, oh. People like Doctor Strange. It doesn't take a lot to excite me. Yeah, Brandy, we have a lot of, not only do you get the classes that we have now, like what we're teaching now, you get everything we've ever taught already. So you get the whole library of meditations, all sorts of stuff. It's a lot of fun. And we're fun. And we are fun people. And we cruise, right? And we cruise. So we cruise. Okay. So where shall we go this morning? We only have 6 self-love boxes left, you guys. Only 6 left. And I'll talk about those later. I'm looking for what cards do we want to use today? I think I like those. Okay. All right. This is kind of convenient, having all these cards right here. I can, oh, maybe I can. Come on, work with me. There we go. Good job. Okay. I can go through and I can grab whichever deck is I feel pulled to that day. Although I still love my son of a monkey that just flew all over the place. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So today, I haven't reached in to find out what we're giving away yet. I will. Today we're pulling from Spirit Song, Tarot, right? By Paula Cassidy. These are beautiful. Have you tried to channel Isis? I haven't. Not yet. I usually channel whoever wants to come across. I'm actually getting ready to go into a new program myself where I'm going to be doing a lot of deep work and working on a whole lot more channeling. I do enjoy channeling. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, but I keep that in mind, definitely. So today I don't have a ton of time online today because I'm doing a healing session. I'm recording a healing session for the Shamanic Apprenticeship. We're going to be talking about Tuvan drumming and how frequency affects the energetic field in the Shamanic Apprenticeship. So I'm recording that today, and I'm just going to do a whole healing session and record the whole thing so that I can work with that and within my Shamanic Apprenticeship. So I have to do that at 11 because I like to cut my day kind of close. Okay. And I will be recording in the next 2 weeks the Reiki classes. This is news to me, but okay, we're going to do this. In the next 2 weeks, I will get the remote Reiki classes recorded so that if you want to take a Reiki class, you're more than welcome to do so. I will have it super affordable and on the webpage. Okay. So what are we doing here? Let's pull these cards. Here we have a couple cards to pull for today. So let's see what we are for today. Cold coffee. Can't get past the cold caffeine. Okay. Kind of low key this morning, right? Don't forget, everybody, sharing is caring. Thank you very much, Brenda Springer. Sharing is caring, you guys. Right? Okay. Success. We have a couple cards here. Have to sneeze. No, not gonna sneeze. Iced coffee. I like iced coffee. I do miss Sam. You can tell, can't you? Yeah, it gets that way. Okay, this is about success and triumph, you guys. Right now, we have the ability to create some changes in our life. We have the ability to step forward and say, I am tired of the shit that I have been revolving in. I need something new. And I really feel like we have a lot of new stuff coming in and available to us. So make sure that you are moving forward so you can be successful. If you stay in the same spot, you're going to be successful in being in the same spot, right? Do you like where you're at? Do you want something different? Then move forward. Nobody can do it for you. And it's not a factor of being now, not always. I'm not going to say this way. It's not always a factor of being, sluggish or lazy or whatever. Sometimes it's the fear, right? The fear of, I don't know, if I change something, then that changes this and then this changes and I'm afraid. And I actually hear this. I'm afraid if I step into my spiritual self that I'm going to lose friends and that I have to lose friends or I have to lose loved ones that don't see the things the way I see them. This is something I hear. People question me on this. And here's what I got to tell you. Why would you have to lose people over change? Why do you have to? You don't have to do anything, right? We can all accommodate ourselves and other people at the same time. We don't have to go out and be like, I'm spiritual and I'm going to run on tie-dye and sprinkle fairy dust everywhere. If I did that, oh my gosh, I can guarantee you most of the people that I know don't know what I do for a living. And it's not that I don't tell them. They may not have asked. If somebody asks me, I'm all about, this is what I do. I'm a psychic medium. And they go, really? But what I'm saying is, my change doesn't have to affect them. I don't have to go out and try to change somebody else to my way of thinking. I go my way, they go their way, and we all love each other. A lot of people do want you to not change them, and that's their problem. If they fall away, that's their choice, not yours. I don't even know where we started on that card. Love it. Why a goat symbolizes feathers, I really can't tell you on this card, because I would have gravitated more towards birds, right? Throw the fairy dust everywhere. We need fairy dust and crowns for the cruise, right? Fairy dust and crowns. They might get pissed. Not about the crowns, but maybe the fairy dust. This is about having a good foundation. I don't even know why we're talking about this, but this is all about the first card. When you go forward and you're confident in what you're doing, and I'm just using myself as my spirituality as an example. This can move. It can be for anything. You could be working in oil refining, except what anymore? But I have personal interest in that. Okay. Husband. So this is what this means is when you have a firm foundation on not just what you're going to plan on doing, but yourself. Do you need all the accolades? Do you need all the reassurance from other people? You need to make up your own mind about where you're going. Nobody can do that for you. And you do that through understanding who you are, mental clarity, an encompassing of this is my world. I can guarantee you, I have my world and Sam has his world, and we mesh together very well. But we have our own separate things. Like if I said, "Hey, baby, you want to sit down and solder some silver?" He'd look at me like, "What? You don't know what to do to that silver?" And the same would be said if he said, "Hey, baby, you want to come over and work this refinery schedule?" I'll be like, "What?" We all have our own thing, and I'm comfortable in my thing, and he's comfortable with glitter, and he's comfortable in his thing, and that is perfect, right? Don't judge other people for where they're at. Find your own clarity. Worry about your own little biosphere. This is what I would have thought for feathers, right? But this is a big card. This is a big card. This is a major arcana. This is the crow or the raven. This is rebirth. This is bringing fruition to the things that, have come around. It's kind of like karma, but we're not going to call it karma. We're going to call it, this is just put it out there and it's going to come back, right? Because we don't want to think of it as being karma, because people think of karma as bad stuff, right? We want to say, put good stuff out there, good stuff comes back. That's how we evolve. I'm just going with this one because my coffee's cold. I don't mind about it. Now whiner. But you notice I'm still drinking it. Oh, let's see what this says. I have an extended warranty on my car. Hello? I don't need an extended warranty. Okay. Queen of Crystals. What does a porcupine have to do with crystals? I don't know. This is all about where we find ourselves after we go through the transitions, after we have found out who we are, we've decided to change, we become comfortable with everything that we're going forward with. We put out the wonderful things come back, and then look what happens. Prosperity. So, good morning, everybody. Do you think we find prosperity when we're unhappy and we've been putting nastiness out there? Maybe by accident, right? Maybe by accident. But what we put out there is definitely what comes back. It is science. It is science that energy searches for the same energy and brings it back like magnets. Look it up. I can't make this up. Science is finally catching up to the spiritual workers. When we push out, I can't, I don't, I'm not, I can't, I don't, and I'm not comes back to us. When we push out, I'm going to have a great day because I want a great day, not because I need a great day, because if we need it, we're only going to get what we need. I want a great day. I need to manifest that, right? How does that work? But I want to manifest it. And I want to be productive. And I want to have a good afternoon and a good morning and a good night. Good morning, Laura Keating. Good morning. So what we put out there is what we're going to create. And then this is like the mantra, right? Everybody's like, oh my God, all the spiritual people say this. And you know why they do? Because it's true. It happens. We watch it. Who's manifested something on here? What have you manifested? What have you manifested? Good morning, Leanne Brooks. I want to know, what have you guys manifested? Name one thing in your life you've manifested that you can be like, I know that was a manifestation. It's amazing. It doesn't have to be a material thing. By the way, speaking of not manifesting material things, this morning I sat down and I rendered out the video on the orb, the cruise, right? I rendered out the video of the orb from the other day. There were 2 orbs. Your boyfriend, faster shipping. Oh shit, right? Oh my God. So somebody messaged me. Oh, she messaged me about 2 weeks ago on email. I didn't read the email because I knew what was in the email, I thought. And she messaged me and she said, Lisa, I have an order that hasn't shown up. And it was from November. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not that far behind, right? So I go and I look at her tracking. Now she's in Elyria, Ohio. Her package was delivered to Denver, Colorado area. I'm like, why? Nothing on her package says anything about Denver. When I go to click, when I ship something, I click directly on that order. I type nothing in. I go directly to that order, click ship items. I weigh it. I put it, unless it's flat rate, which it was, and it prints it out and it goes wherever it goes, to where it's supposed to go. Because they, and I double checked it. It went to Denver, Colorado. Somebody accepted it in Denver, Colorado. And I'm like, what is Denver, Colorado? Tammy, I'm thinking you guys got some messed up postal people. But I can't even, she's like, should I file a claim? Yeah, file a claim. I don't know what happened, but once it leaves here, but it had her address in Ohio and it ended up in Denver. I don't know how that happens. I have no idea. Anyhow, yes, be careful what you ask for. Just saying that is true as well. That is that speaking negative about yourself, speaking negative about situations, finding lack in yourself. How many of us have in our lifetime you asked for random money and $2 showed up in your mailbox? I love it. Wait, Tammy, did you get your crystals? I need to know. It's kind of important. So ask for our highest good. Now, here's the other thing that is relevant to this, right? We might think we know what we want. We know what we want, right? It is a federal offense to open someone else's mail. Absolutely. Do you think people care? Like the people that go steal stuff off the porch, do you think they care? They don't care. We we believe we know what we want, right? For our higher good. And if we don't get it, do you think that Spirit's saying, you're not worthy? Or are they saying, we know what you need. We know what you want, but we also know what you need. So we're going to put this in front of you instead. So if you're not getting what you want all the time, a lot of it is our spirit guides are working in the background saying, I know how to best move them forward. So sometimes that happens. It's spiritual intervention, y'all. That's also very relevant, Zenny. Manifesting, but you need to be detailed. You have to be detailed in what you're manifesting. Yep. If you say, I need just enough to make my bills, what's going to happen? You get just enough to make your bills because, yay, you were detailed, right? Anyhow, so I'm trying to drink it before it gets any colder. So really quickly, we're going to go into the drawer. We're going to find what we're going to pull out of there for today's giveaway. People have been really good, except we've had 2 people out of all the things that we've given away so far that have not gotten with either logged on to our Mystical Crystals and made a site. Mr. Fry wants to have a crystal sale while he's home for 2 days, which means he gets to leave and then I get to ship everything. No. So it kind of goes anyways, but it is what it is. Okay, so there's our Mystical Crystals. We're going to go into the Nancy Bulliard, Christy Elliott. I missed you on Shamanic. Oh, I talked to you today at 2:00. I got to remember that. Okay. You'll come help? Laura Keating, come on, girl. We'll hold it. Oh my gosh, we will hold a freaking fun crystal sale. I got a semblance of order to the crystal room yesterday. And if I was more mobile on my camera, I would take you guys into the room. The room's looking really great. I have a lot of order to it. I cannot believe how quickly the Egyptian prophecy stones have been leaving. We have a few left. They're Egyptian prophecy stones, you guys. They're only found in the Sahara Desert. And this is what, hey, we could have so much fun. You guys want to have a sleepover? Have a slumber party? My house is still torn apart and in construction mode. My dogs are obnoxious. Like seriously obnoxious. But they're only found in the Sahara Desert. And here's the thing. They grow counterintuitive to their chemical composition. Only place in the world that this happens. Don't understand why, but they have this really incredible energy to them. And I can't wait for people to start getting them in the mail. Okay. Nancy Bulliard, I need to talk to you because I need to talk to you about your order. But if I can get it to really focus, this is not the chemical. Yeah, Tammy, I got to get with you as well. I'm holding down the fort, man. I'm holding down the fort. So the chemical composition of this is actually a different mineral than what this looks like. So it's limonite, but it grows different than what limonite does. So I don't understand. The scientists don't understand, but they have a name for it, and it's just the weirdest stuff. But it is so cool feeling. As a matter of fact, Bubba, the guy that fixed my plumbing with bread and silicone, unbelievable. It worked, you guys. Yeah, I know. Everybody's like, Tammy, did you get your crystals? We want to know. He fixed a really huge leak in a pipe with bread, 4 pieces of white bread, and some silicone. It's like, that is a hack I'm remembering. And he can't really come stand in our crystal room. Now, our crystal room, you guys, is huge. It was not huge, but it's big enough for our house. It takes up a whole room. And the walls are lined with crystals. And he walks in and he flushes, just flushes. And it gets super hot and he has to leave the house. Well, I said, I wanted to see it as an experiment. I'm like, because I know white bread diet, Unbelievable. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I know a lot of house hacks. So I said, here, I want to see what your reaction is to this crystal. He picked the crystal up. His face went normal. He's like, I'm not even warm now. I'm like, that is so crazy. So I have set aside one of them so that when he comes in, that he can hold it and he doesn't flush. So so far I have gotten everything that has been delivered to me. I still have a couple tracking numbers in transit. Okay. So far I have gotten everything. So you're good. You're good so far? It can be a little overwhelming to walk in the crystal room if you are super sensitive to crystals. I know, right, Vicki? So here's what he did. We had a significant, I know this is like plumbing, guys. We had a significant leak in the basement. And the gas people rerouted our natural gas, and they hit conduit for old electric. So what they did is they punctured a hole in it. So now water was coming in through a 1/2-inch PVC like a hose. Great for the basement, right? Here's me, right? Because I've been through this before. Sam leaves, shit goes sideways, and I just go, whatever. I was going to let the basement flood. I walked back up the stairs and I'm like, done with that. Sam was not amused. So I've had hay fields on fire after he leaves. You guys don't even know. So I go up the steps and I call Sam and I'm like, this is actually what I said. Earmuffs. I said, fuck it. I don't care. Just don't care. I was so frustrated. And I had floor tiles floating. Okay. I was like, forget it. I'm not done. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing. I've got other things to deal with. He calls Bubba. Bubba comes over. And I'm like, you don't need to send him. There's nothing you can do about it. I was so mad. Okay, good, Tammy. That's good to know. Bubba walks in. He goes downstairs. He looks at it and he goes, this is huge 6'4" guy. I need 4 slices of white bread, no crust. Are you hungry, Bubba? I'll make you a sandwich. He takes, I give him some silicone. He needed silicone. He takes the white bread and he starts shoving it into this hole. Water's flowing out, spraying everywhere. He's shoving white bread into the hole. This is a huge hack, guys. Hold this, keep this in your memory banks. He starts shoving the white bread into the hole. It eventually stops up the leak and he pushes another thing in. And I'm like, I'm sitting here stumped. I'm going. And then he takes silicone behind it. He pushes it in real good. And then he puts silicone behind it. He goes, that should hold the leak until the silicone dries. And I'm going, what? Who knew you could do this, right? So this is a hack, you guys, for plumbing if you have a leak. I was so amazed. I was so amazed that my mouth. So that's the plumbing hack of the day. It was so cool. It was so cool. And so blessed to have incredible neighbors, honestly. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. I have my timer and my tablet and a pen because these things are important, right? Okay, what is today? My mind was blown. My mind was, Bubba is awesome. It's like, I told him, he's walking the door. I'm like, I don't even know why you're here. I told Sam not to tell you to come because I don't even need this. This is blah, 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 blah. Word vomit. And he's like, I think it has to be white bread. I think because it's nasty. Really, you guys, white bread's horrible stuff. It is not really bread, really, kind of it is, but it's not. And it gets so doughy when wet that it blocks up the flow. If you use wheat bread, there's more grain in there and it'll still let it come in. Just don't do table tipping with them, right? Yeah. It was was the most amazing hack. I could see you, Diana. I could see you. It was the most amazing hack I've ever seen. Make sure you guys are sharing. Today is 2/1/21. Wow. 21/21. Oh, okay. 2/1/21. Who else is seeing weird numbers everywhere, right? We are. Sam keeps pointing them out to me. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go with, let's see, what are we pulling out of the drawer today? It's a Monday. Is it Monday? It is a Monday. Okay. It's a Monday. Let's do some K2. Who feels like we need to be high vibing? High vibing. 1111 and 444. It's your 24th anniversary. Congratulations. 143. Sam's seeing 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, 5, and 111 all over the place. All over the place. So today we're going to give away K2. This is actually a nice piece that you can put in your pocket. It's a nice piece you can put in your pocket because it's nice and smooth. It would be a great worry stone. Actually, it's a cabochon, but I did not buy it as a cabochon. Good morning, Tammy. This month is full of magical numbers and portals. Tammy, I saw your video this morning on accountability. I love it. You are the woman. You are the woman, man. You are the woman. So yes, that's where we go. Hi, vibin'. K2. Only place it's found is on Mount Kilimanjaro, you guys. It is azurite and granite. It's really high vibing. Okay. So what is our number going to be for the day? Our number is going to be, don't forget, you guys, there are the rules. Good morning, Shara. I moved the rules. Damn it. And then Bubba dropped the thing on the floor, and I know I'm missing numbers off of it. He was wrestling with Odin. So rules. You must be a sharer. You must only pick one number unless you've picked a number that somebody else has already selected, and then you may pick another number. If you pick multiple numbers, I'm going to disqualify you because I'm mean like that. I'm mean intuitive. That's how I roll, man. The other thing is I have multiple feeds coming up on my feed, right? So if you are commenting, just know that it is my screen is the relevant screen. So if I have somebody that guesses right on the money, the first one that guesses right on the money on my screen wins. If we don't have anybody that guesses right on the money, the first person that guesses closest without going over wins. So the person that wins also has to pay for the shipping, which is going to be $5. I found out that I am costing us money. Sam's like, PayPal charges XYZ for anything under a certain amount. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So $5 is the shipping on that. What else is there? You must have a profile on Our Mystical Crystals, right? Wherever it is on Our Mystical Crystals, so that I can send you an invoice. I will not search for you. You have 24 hours to pay for your invoice. So I directly after this, I will do invoicing. So if you win, make sure you run over there and put your, if you already have a profile, of course, you don't need to do that, right? If you already have a profile, is to do that, you go to ourmysticalcrystals.com and go as if you're going to log in, and there'll be a register button. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to, so you can register through Facebook and it just logs you in. I have no idea. Okay. Probably don't get all the information I need. Okay. So we're talking about K2 today. K2, amazing stuff, right? Good to have in your pocket. Okay. I have a bunch of really nice ones for pendants that someday when I decide to do pendants again, I'll do it. Okay. So you'll have 2 minutes on the clock, and your number range, I only take numbers between the start and the stop. So put your number in quickly and early so that you don't get caught by the lag. Today, your number range is, ready? Are you ready? 700 to 800. And you have 2 minutes. 700 to 800, 700 to 800, you guys, 700 to 800. Hey, buddy, you look like you hurt. You need some back. You need some. Oh, you need to settle down today. Yeah, you need to settle down today. Yeah, that's what happens when you eat chicken bones too. I was in here doing a class last night. 700 to 800, you guys. And no, I wasn't doing a class. Why did that stop? And do not go under my desk. And what are you doing, man? That is my desk. And I do not throw up under my desk. I mean it. Head out. I went, what was I doing? No, we were doing class last night. I come out of the room and he has gotten in the trash. Well, I had just thrown away the night before. I had thrown away some Buffalo Wild Wings, hot and spicy. Do you think it mattered? He ate them. I'm like, your butthole. Stupid dog. It's actually kind of a serious thing for us, but I'm making fun of it. But good Lord, he ate hot and spicy from Buffalo Wild Wings, and now he's sitting here shaking. He's driving me nuts. Okay. So I better go pay attention. Good morning. Yeah, lag has been rough, you guys. So make sure you are in there. Let's see. I'm looking, and we have 40 seconds left because the timer messed up a little bit. You guys get a little bit of extra time. I'm looking, you guys. I'm looking. Oh, so I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I do. This dog is driving me nuts. I did nothing but complain about the dog last night on the phone with Sam. I'm like, this dog. He misses Sam. Wow, you guys, some of you got really super close. Okay. All right, we have the stop. We have the, oh, I can see you, Diana. Yeah. We have the stop. So here we are, you guys. I already know who won. That was, I already know who won. Hold on. 769. Zenny won. Zenny won. Woohoo! Congratulations. People were getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then she nailed it. 769. I swear. 769 with Zenny. Make sure you head on over, Zenny. I better write this correctly. And my handwriting is horrible. Head over to Our Mystical Crystals. Make sure there's an S at the end of it. Our Mystical Crystals. And yeah, there we go. And I will get you an invoice, and that can be in the mail today. Did I? I must have a 69 thing. Did I choose that number last time? Maybe it's a number for me. I have no idea. It's the number I was just like, oh, okay. Yay. Okay. So the video is up of the orb, you guys. There's actually 2 orbs. You'll notice that it's on My Mystical Life. The first orb is very fast, and you'll catch it right down in this area here. Right in this area here on the first orb. Seriously? I turned you off. So you'll catch it down in this area. So when you're watching the video and the video glitches and freezes and you hear me talking, the next orb is right up in here. And it's caught on the freeze. It is caught on the freeze. So when the video freezes and you can hear me going, did you guys see that? Did you? Did you guys just see that one? Did you guys just see that one? What the hell is going on? Yeah. So that one, you'll notice the arrow on the video points to it. So the whole time that that little piece of video is frozen, that orb is right there. And then when the video starts back up, you'll go, it's gone. It's gone. So that is, I did do that this morning, and I sat there going, because we did see a flash in the room. There was a flash in the room, and it was really cool that it was visible by the naked eye. Orbs don't usually do that. They're usually, dust or whatever, and you see them in photographs. And that's why I don't put a lot of credence to orbs. But this one was physically visible. I saw it behind me in the camera. And it just was like, what? What was that? And yeah, so really, really interesting stuff right there. So go check out the video and give it a share. So I'm going to go before this dog gets sick behind my desk, and then I have to clean that up. And I don't want to. So I will talk to you guys later. Everybody have a wonderful afternoon. If you're in mediumship, I will see you tonight. We're going to do a head count for mediumship in just a little bit on the message. Every time there is one that I freeze, it's actually Archangel Metatron. I know it's Archangel Metatron. Every time we talk about Metatron, we have stuff like that happen in here. So I think having all my crystals and all of my personal altar stuff in here really has amped it up in the last 2 weeks. So tonight is mediumship class. So we will see you guys that are in mediumship. We're also going to be talking about starting another mediumship class in April. So we'll start signups for that here shortly. So everybody have a wonderful afternoon. We will talk to you later. And congratulations, Zenny. And I will get that out to you ASAP. And yeah, so have a great day. Find joy, find light, find love. Feel blessed because you are. And feel divine because you absolutely are. All right. Talk to you guys.